Hey guys, I just wanted to share with you a outdoor project that I've been working on in our garden area. And this is how it all started. We built a 4x8 garden and added a cage to help protect it from squirrels. And then kept growing more and more, kind of overgrew that whole area. So we decided we wanted to open it up. We also made a trellis in the meantime, and I don't have a lot of detail here, but here's some basic bits of that. It's pretty easy to put together, just some 2x2s and 1x2s. So we did that as kind of a side project. All right, here's the trellis in the yard. We put a couple of vining plants underneath it so they could grow up on it, and it's looking good now. All right, so we decided we want to expand the garden on the side and do 4 planters of different sizes. So we had to remove the grass, which is probably one of the hardest things to do. We ended up getting our gardener to help us out with that. We did a small section, and then we hired him to kind of finish it out. And here we're trying to decide what kind of stepping stones to use and the general layout. Here's the different planters that we put together. So we ended up with 4 kind of square shapes. And started laying those out to figure out how to best fit those in, because it's kind of a weird shape space. It narrows down at one side. Here's the weed mat going down. Some of the steps starting to go in. And then some of the black stones that we picked out to go over the steps. And then we decided to divide it up and use some smaller gravel around the flower beds. And it turned out really nice. We're happy with our choices. You can get some glossy black river rock, but it's a lot more expensive. We thought about that, but decided to just go with the flat black. Then this is the different gravel size. We went with the bigger dark gray gravel. We just got that from a local rock yard. So there's the general layout. We put a metal edge divider between the small rocks and the bigger rocks to help split those up. And as you can see, our fence needed to be painted, so that's coming up here in a little bit. We also got enough gravel extra to do our side yard. We didn't even plan on doing that, but we ordered way too much gravel, and it worked out perfect. Here I started to paint with some bare fence stain. And you can get different thicknesses of the paint. You can get kind of transparent or semi-transparent. We did the semi-transparent this time. It turned out real nice. I had to add some wood along our lower fence because it has a little bit of rot on the bottom. And then painted the rest of the older fence as well. Here's our side yard with the gravel in there now. Painted a couple of planters with just some dark green spray paint. I put a shelf up on one side of the fence. And this side of our fence was brand new. We just had it put in recently. Put some tools over there, some hooks and things to hang things on. And then here, starting to work on the garden more, adding some trellises for the plants to climb up. So it took us probably 2 or 3 weeks to kind of finish everything out. But it came together really nice. We're real happy with it. And then we put a little workbench on the side yard, and my wife decided she wanted a sail shade. So this is the one that we picked online. And then we put that in. The only recommendation I have is get one that's not solid. Get one where the water can kind of leak through it, because this one ended up stretching because the water retained in there and stretched it out, and now we don't use it anymore for that. So we're going to try one that's more of a see-through mesh next time. But the idea is great because it gets so hot in the summer out there. And that's how it kind of all turned out with the gardening bench and the sail shade. And they're pretty much down to the final product there. We had a lot of fun doing it. It's good, hard work, but it's we enjoy going out there and checking on the garden every day. And if you want to do something like that, you can too. It just takes a little bit of time and effort. We changed our cages up to protect the plants. We switched to some green plastic fencing to go around those. Thank you so much.